What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded on July 2nd, 2020. I am uploading this video earlier than usual, so if any information comes out like right after I've uploaded this video, then of course I will share that within the next video. Some upcoming items based on The Office do include these adult size Pop Tea and Pocket Pop sets that you see here, and I really do like these, especially of course Michael Scott's that says "That's what she said" on the t-shirt, so I could see these being popular with fans of The Office. And then of course I have to point out that the Funko Shop exclusive Dwight with Princess Unicorn still has not had that other release yet. Remember, they had that initial release that did not go well, although some people were able to secure the figure. Funko is going to try again, but first they put out a statement basically saying that they are trying to make sure that the security is updated, that they won't have issues with bots and more people get a fair chance at this figure. So if I learn more about this upcoming release for Dwight Schrute, with Princess Unicorn, then of course I will share that information with you all, and I would just say keep your eyes on the Funko Shop on a regular basis. Now, along with me saying that about the Funko Shop, I was surprised to go to the Funko Shop and see the items that you see here. I did not realize that Funko had these DC pop sockets that are available right now. So, if you're interested in those, definitely make sure you check them out on the Funko Shop. And then they also have a lot of Disney drinkware as well. And I got just a couple examples here for you to see. There is a lot more. If you're a big Disney fan and you like collecting drinkware, then definitely make sure you check it out, because I would say Funko's prices are way more reasonable than what you would pay in the parks and even with Shop Disney. Pop in a Box has a lot going on because they are celebrating their 6-year anniversary. So they already made available that metallic Deadpool Venom, which was available to pre-order for only 1 hour. And I think they were, trying to put some pressure onto collectors and really basically trigger that fear of missing out with that figure. So I did share a community post about it. I know that some people were able to go ahead and grab that figure. I don't know if they're actually going to do another release with that or not. They said available for pre-order for 1 hour. Maybe they will actually stick to that. Time will tell. But then along with their celebration of their 6-year anniversary, they are having a sale going on right now. It's kind of interesting there as well. I feel like they're also trying to trigger that fear of missing out with this, because the sale starts off at like 40% off, and then it seems like it's reducing every hour by 1%. So again, they're trying something different there to really encourage people to go ahead and take advantage of the sale. So do check that out if you're interested. Of course, they have some exclusives releasing this month as well, some additional exclusives, at least for pre-order, that is. So along with the metallic Deadpool Venom, you also see here that Mayhem is on the way. And if you're a big fan of the Venom, the symbiotes and all of that with Marvel, then this is one that you would want to add into your collection. I already went ahead and put my pre-order in. People have been telling me overall that Pop in a Box has improved, including with their shipping. So I'm going to take it on good faith, what people are saying about the improvements with the company, and hopefully that exclusive comes in for me without any damage. And then they do have 2 more exclusives on the way to reveal this month, one on the 9th and one on the 16th. So of course, as I learn about these additional exclusives, I will share that information. Jeff Dunham with Peanut is still available via his website, jeffdunham.com, and of course you can get that figure signed or not signed, and of course there is a difference in price along with that. I just wanted to share this again, basically because we do have a better look now at the actual figure there. You also see here the Zombie Venom, which is a GameStop exclusive. This had been available for pre-order previously, and then it kind of disappeared on us, and then it came back. It's available, like I said, for pre-order now, and we get a look at the actual figure, not just the concept art there, and it actually looks pretty cool. I did go ahead and put my pre-order in for this one, so if you're interested, like I said, it's available for pre-order in store and actually on the website as well. Now you also see here with the Pixar Alien Remix that they're going to do one of Bullseye as well, and this is going to be a Funko Shop exclusive. Right now I have no idea when that's actually going to become available. We'll just keep our eyes open and see when that does release. And then there's also going to be this Glow in the Dark 22 from the movie Soul, and this is going to be a Barnes & Noble exclusive in the US. Now these here are definitely very exciting. I'm really amped about these figures here, and I did go ahead and put in my own pre-orders as well. I feel like I've done a lot of pre-orders this week actually. But yeah, you see here the PX Previews exclusive Absolute Carnage, and also the PX Previews exclusive Glow in the Dark Infamous Iron Man. These figures look really incredible. I cannot wait to actually have these in my collection. But these are available for pre-order with various retailers, including Entertainment Earth. That's where I did my pre-order. And also you have the option to get just the figure by itself, or to pay an additional cost to get the comic book there along with it. Of course, you see the comic book covers have the Pops on them. So yeah, and I'm not giving a specific release date with these because it will depend on which company you decide to pre-order with. Funko has done the official reveal for the latest My Hero Academia figures, which you see pictured here, and that does include that 10-inch All Might. And along with these figures, of course, you see that there are two exclusives, at least two exclusive Pops. And you see here we had the GameStop exclusive Mina, which actually at the time of this recording, she is not available for pre-order on the website. Seems like she pre-sold out. That doesn't mean she's completely gone though. You know, she may become available again for pre-order on the website. You can try your luck in store, but I know a friend of mine tried in store and was not able to pre-order her there. But more than likely, I think this figure is going to become available again, so just be patient if you were not able to take advantage of that initial pre-order. And then also, I definitely had to point out that with Mina, you notice that there has been an outfit change. With the original concept art, she was in her school uniform. They switched that up, and I think it's for the better because this is a much more colorful outfit. Of course, I think this is a really cool looking figure. Again, just be patient if you were not able to pre-order already. And then there's the box lunch exclusive Kirishima, which could be available actually the time that you are checking out this video, because it's supposed to become available for pre-order on Box Lunch's website as of 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on July 2nd. So again, that might be around the time that you're actually watching this. If you're interested, just make sure you check out Box Lunch's website. And then there are also going to be some pin toppers and some pocket pops as well. And you see that these are actually AAA anime exclusives, which leads me to believe that they'll probably be available on Arconia.us's website. If you know, when I learn more about that release though, of course I will share that with you all, or if I see these available, you know, I'll put a link in the description possibly. But yeah, just keep your eyes open if you're interested in any of these figures, and definitely check out pre-orders if you're interested in these. Of course, there is no San Diego Comic-Con this year because of the current circumstances, but Funko is doing a virtual con with their exclusives. And I do want to be very clear that these dates that I'm about to say here, they could change. You know, anything related to the convention, it could change at the last minute. So we just have to be understanding about that, especially given the current circumstances. But it seems like figures could become available on Funko.com as of July 22nd. There are specific Funko Shop exclusives that will definitely be available, and then they may have some of the retailer exclusives as well, but I'm not 100% sure about that, so we'll just have to wait and see. But as far as the shared retailer exclusives are concerned, they should be available as of July 23rd. Now this could mean that midnight, you know, of July 22nd, you know, basically midnight, there could be figures starting to show up on some websites. We'll just have to wait and see again, because right now the specific release times are not known. If I learn about some specific release times, of course I will share, but that is not known just yet. Again, I want to stress to you all that I know it's not a large selection like it has been in the past, but you do have to be understanding of the current situation. I'm just happy that they're still able to do what they are doing and giving collectors something to look forward to, you know, considering the circumstances. So I'm appreciative of this, and you know, I'll try to roll with the punches as I learn about information and any changes. I'll try to update you all, and I'm thinking that once the convention actually comes along, that I may do a community post instead of doing individual links, independent you know, community posts. I may just have one post where I'll share some links, and you know, some of you can share some links as well, and we could basically help each other out in that way. And maybe that'll keep things a little bit easier, you know, a little bit more organized, to have just that one post that we all work with, you know. And let me know what you think about that idea in the comments. But enough about all that, let me go ahead and get into the actual releases. So we're starting off here with a focus on the Comic-Con mascot, which is the toucan that you see here. So there is, of course, a like superhero variant of the toucan. Then we have him in the white astronaut outfit, and we also have this red metallic version of him as well in the astronaut outfit, which is going to be a Comic-Con museum exclusive, limited to 1,000 pieces. Now, of course, this is a rare figure that is difficult to get. I gotta be honest, I don't think it's the most interesting figure to begin with. I think some people will want it just because it is rare, and already I know some people are upset because in order to get this figure, like I said, you do have to be a Comic-Con museum member, and you have to be a tier 4 member, which is a $500 membership. That does not mean, though, that this is a $500 pop. I've been seeing some people saying that. I don't think that is fair to say. If you're joining this membership, of course, that is helping out the museum, and then of course you get general admission, I think, for a year with that, and there's some other perks as well. So for anybody saying that this is a $500 pop, I think that's just very misleading. It's not just about that pop figure, and for me personally, like I said, I don't think it's an interesting figure. I don't need to try to have everything that's rare out there, so I'm not stressing over this the way that some other people are. Now, moving along here, and I will get to the locations after I run through the figure, so just be patient with me here. I'm not going to get into the locations just yet. I'll get to that after I've run through the figures. But we see here that there is going to be this soda figure of the Crunchberry Beast. There is no Chase variant, so I really don't know how well that one is going to move, to be honest. You also see here the Jack in the Box mascot. I think that is going to be a big hit for sure. That's one that a lot of people have wanted to see, and I like the way that the pop turned out. That's one that I might try to get for my own collection. So yeah, I think that one is definitely a winner. You also see here Steve Aoki. He is going to be a Toy Tokyo exclusive. I will go ahead and point that out to you since it does have the sticker right there on the box. And I don't know right now if Toy Tokyo is going to do a bundle or not, but if anything, you know, if like the last couple of years have told us, more than likely that's what they're going to do, but we'll just have to wait and see for sure. You also see here, of course, Ripley from Fortnite. I think he turned out pretty well. And then you see this 2-pack here of Super Tails and Super Silver, not Super Sonic. It's actually Super Silver. I think at a glance you might assume that it's Sonic, but that's actually Super Silver in the box there, along with Super Tails for that 2-pack, which some people do seem to be excited about. As far as Pokemon is concerned, we have here the flocked Mewtwo and the flocked Vulpix. And I know some people don't like Funko double dipping, you know, making these flocked Pokemon figures, but they do sell well, you know, so that's why Funko keeps making them. Pretty much whenever you ask that question, why is Funko doing such and such, it's because it sells and it makes money. So yeah, that's what it really comes down to with those figures. But of course, there are more Pokemon figures on the way. You know, that is coming up, and it's not completely on Funko. That really comes up to the, you know, down to the Pokemon company, what they're allowing Funko to do. You also see here, as part of the Hello Kitty Kaiju set, there is the Hello Kitty robot. There's also here the Super Saiyan Goku, which I think looks pretty cool. I really like that flame effect and, you know, him kind of taking off there. And then you see here this My Hero Academia exclusive of Bakugo, and forgive me if I mispronounce his name, but yeah, this figure I think is going to be one of the most popular from this convention. I would imagine that's going to sell out pretty quickly unless they did huge numbers for it. Like I said, I think that's one that may sell out pretty quickly. Next up here, we had these Masters of the Universe figures, which I'm pretty pumped about. And these two figures here, they are with Toy Tokyo. So we have Blast Attack, which Blast Attack is a really crazy looking character, but I really do like his weapon. I like his helmet there as well. But yeah, he's kind of out there looking. But Clawful was one of my favorite action figures as a kid. So I'm so glad that they made this character. Really looking forward to getting that. And if Toy Tokyo does a bundle, I might as well just go for it, because these two figures alone make it worth it for me. But you also see that with Toy Tokyo is going to be Scaramouche from Samurai Jack. You know, that's a figure that I think a lot of people want to get their hands on. Again, I don't know whether or not Toy Tokyo is going to do that bundle, so that's up to you to decide if they do a bundle, whether or not it's worth it just to get that figure. But I think a lot of people will want to get that figure, and it does look very cool. And I didn't really follow Samurai Jack. I checked out some clips, you know, just for preparation with this video, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that that character is basically modeled after Sammy Davis Jr. So that was pretty cool to see. You also see here, as far as soda figures are concerned, getting back to Masters of the Universe, there is Trapjaw and Mossman. Again, no Chase variants with these. I'm fine with that, though. I want those regardless. Pretty much everything Masters of the Universe, I'm down with that. Keeping it moving here, focusing on Disney, of course we have another Pixar remix alien here, this time focusing on Kevin from Up, and that is a super cute figure there. And then they absolutely nailed Yzma. I think Funko did a great job with Yzma. I mean, it looks almost right out of the movie. Of course, you know, there's some differences because it is a Funko Pop, but still, they really did nail that cartoon look, and the expression is amazing for that character there. And then from Nightmare Before Christmas, we have another soda figure here. We have the Tearaway Face Clown from Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, Invader Zim fans gotta be really excited about this figure here. Of course, we have Zim with Minnie Moose. That's another one that I could see selling out because a lot of people have been waiting for more Invader Zim. And if you're a big fan of the series, definitely get this figure. Show Funko that there is the interest there, and then of course they'll keep making more. Next up here we have the stage 2 of Dwight as Recyclops, and this figure is pretty cool. I mean, I do like the look of it, but I think a lot of people are like me and really waiting for Funko to get to that final form of Recyclops. That's going to be very cool to see, but for now, like I said, we have here the stage 2 of Recyclops here for this convention. And then the last pop here on, you know, this screen right here, I consider this personally to be the dud of the convention. This Sith Jet Trooper, it's just not very interesting to me personally. Now, if you were actually a fan of Rise of Skywalker, if you're a fan of Rise of Skywalker and you're a big Star Wars fan still, then maybe that figure is cool with you. But like I said, for me personally, I just think it's kind of a dud, you know, with the con overall. Keeping it moving here, we have, and Funko did drop sort of a teaser. They had some silhouettes in an image that they put out. As a matter of fact, you saw that image previously. But yeah, we have here Michelangelo with the surfboard. I think that is very much on point. Now, I don't collect Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but you know, for fans of the series that really do, or I should say the franchise, I think this is a must buy pretty much. I think that's going to be pretty popular. May not necessarily sell out right away, but I think it is going to be popular though. Just so many great details with it. They got Cowabunga on the board there. He's got the pizza on his shorts. I like the hand, you know, gesture that he's making there. Like, it's just all around a very cool figure. So yeah, if you're a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and you do collect Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think that's an absolute must. Finally, here we also do get Ra's al Ghul, or some people say Ra's al Ghul. I think, you know, I've heard it different ways, even within DC films and everything. Sometimes they say it differently, but yeah, we finally have Ra's al Ghul on the way, and that's kind of long overdue, but I'm definitely glad to see it. Cyborg Superman, I've been wanting for a good while. I'm so pumped about that one, and I think he's going to be easy to get. Really looking forward to having that in my collection. Now, Black Lightning, only 3,000 pieces. I know that's going to be pretty difficult. I'm going to try to go for it, you know, because there really aren't a lot of black heroes that are available as Funko Pops. I would really like to have that one. I know it's going to be challenging. It won't be the end of the world if I miss out on it, but I'm definitely going to try for that one. And I will talk some more about that figure in a few minutes here. And then you also see here this glitter variant of Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin, which actually looks really cool. I saw there's like an early unboxing video that somebody did, I think with CNET, and I may link that video if I remember in the description. But yeah, it looks pretty cool, no pun intended. I definitely want to get that Mr. Freeze figure. The Marvel selection for the virtual con is pretty impressive to me. We have the Dark Captain Marvel, which looks really cool, really threatening looking as well, which is fitting for that storyline from the comic, which is a storyline I really want to check out. Just the premise of it sounds very interesting, and I won't get into all that here, and you know, you can check that out for yourself if you're interested. But yeah, I think she looks really cool. We also have here Stan Lee in the Iron Man cameo from the first Iron Man movie, and he looks really slick in that robe. If you're a big fan of Stan Lee, I think that's a must buy. You see here Zombie Thing, which is a 10-inch figure, and actually says Zombie the Thing, you know. But yeah, I think that looks amazing, especially with the way the face is peeled back some and you see the skull beneath. Really great detailing on that. I would have loved, you know, if they actually did a zombie Magneto, but I think that figure is coming eventually. So for the convention, I'm cool with the Zombie Thing. Definitely one I'm interested in. This Nightcrawler looks incredible, and this is another one that was part of the unboxing video with CNET. Again, I'll try to remember to link that video, but yeah, that Nightcrawler, Funko did an amazing job with that. I think that's one of the best looking figures of this convention. And then of course here we have Wade Wilson, Weapon 11 from you know, that horrible X-Men Origins movie Wolverine. Some people are actually a fan of it. Me, no, definitely not. And this is one I'm just gonna pass on. I don't even really want a reminder of that movie in my home. I get the joke. I get that it's become sort of a meme and everything. And of course, you know, they even joked on it in Deadpool 2. But nah, it's just not for me. Next up here, we have Harry Potter dressed for the World Cup. And I do like the way he's dressed there, especially the hat. I think looks pretty cool. You also see here Wallace Wells with his cell phone. And of course, this is a character from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Now, when that rumored list was going around, a lot of people thought that this was going to be Marcellus Wallace from Pulp Fiction, which I thought that might be accurate as well. So we were wrong about that. It was actually a reference to, again, Wallace from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. You also see here Vex Alia from Critical Role. We have here Iron Bob from Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, which I've not checked that movie out. I've heard some negative things about it. If you have watched that movie, let me know your thoughts on it, whether or not you think it's worth checking out. You also see here Marty checking his watch. Of course, that is a Back to the Future figure. And real quick, I want to say about that list in general, the rumored list that had been floating around and that I shared previously. We're not seeing some of the figures that were on that list. They may have been held up because of what's going on in the world, you know. So if there was anything else that was on that list that you've not been seeing revealed, just hold out some hope, basically, that it will still be made in the future. And then also with the reveals, this is something I don't recall Funko doing before. The Anchorman Pops, you know, this full wave is going to be convention exclusives. So like I said, I cannot recall a time where Funko took like a full wave from just one property and made that into convention exclusive. So this is pretty interesting here. I wonder if it was like a last minute decision. I mean, who knows there? But of course we have here Brian, and Brian is a scented pop, which if you know the movie Anchorman, that is a brilliant move. I'm really curious as to what that figure is going to smell like. Again, that's pretty clever there. We also have there, of course, Brick holding onto a banana there. We got 3 different versions of Ron Burgundy, and I really do like all of these. I think they are pretty cool there, especially like him with his dog, of course, you know, with his dog Baxter. But yeah, let me know what you think about these Anchorman Pops overall, and if you're a fan of the movie, you know, let me know what your thoughts on it, and especially the sequel. I never checked out the sequel for that movie. Let me know what you think about the sequel to Anchorman. Now, Funko went ahead and put out the shared retailers list, and of course just let everybody know that, yeah, the reviews were done, which, yeah, I think that caught a lot of collectors off guard, and it definitely caught me off guard, you know. But again, even though it's not as big of a selection as it has been in past years, I still feel like this is a pretty solid selection overall. There is a little bit of something for a lot of different tastes here, you know. And again, I do want to remind you that these locations, they could possibly change, because for a while people were thinking that Harry Potter was going to be with Barnes & Noble. Not according to Funko. Maybe that will change, but you know, we'll see what happens with that. But for right now, Harry Potter is with the Funko shop. And by the way, I'm not going to read off this full list for you all. You can check the list out for yourself and see what figures are going to be at what retailers. And of course, you might want to start making a list and, you know, give yourself some reminders about where these figures are going to be, you know, the ones that you're interested in. Of course, I already said that Toy Tokyo, they may do a bundle with the 4 figures that they have. I'm not 100% sure about that. We'll just have to wait and see. With Black Lightning, it says show only, and as far as I know, there isn't a show unless Funko decides to do some sort of live stream event. But right now, I really don't know what's going to happen with Black Lightning. He may just be moved over to the Funko shop. If I learn more about that, I'm going to share that with you all. But for right now, I just don't know exactly what's going to happen with Black Lightning. Again, like I said, though, I'm not going to read off this full list for you all. You can all check it out and make sure you make notes about which figures are going to be where. And I do want to point out as well that they also put out a shared retailer list for Canada. You see that to the right here. Of course, it's not the full, you know, what's available within the US. That's the way that it usually goes. You know, it's just the way that it is. And by the way, I do definitely want to point out that if you have any issues with the way that Funko is doing anything with this convention, that is something that you really need to take to their social media, because I can't do anything about it here. You know, I see some people with their gripes in the comments. I understand that some people get frustrated about certain things, but I think it's best to take it to Funko social media because they actually do pay attention. Also, I do want to point out as well that if you are outside of the US and Canada, do make sure you check with Pop Culture's website around the time of the convention. They may have some of these figures available, and of course, if I learn about them getting some of the exclusives, I'm going to share that with you. And then there are some other retailers that sometimes, you know, outside of the US and outside of Canada that actually manage to get some of these figures. So yeah, if you're outside of you know, the US and Canada, just make sure that you check websites that you are able to buy figures from and see if they get some of these exclusives. That is going to do it for this edition of Funko News. As always, I definitely want to know what figures you saw in this video that you are interested in picking up, especially the virtual con figures. What are your main wants? What are your maybes? What long shots are you going after? I'd like to check all that out in the comments. Also, let me know if you're going after that Absolute Carnage and that infamous Iron Man. I'm really more hyped about those than anything from the con, to be honest. I mean, I'm still, you know, gonna pick up a lot of con pops for sure. I do have my list going on, but like I said, I want to hear your list. What figures are you trying to add into your collection? If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you drop a like on this video. Very easy way to show some support for this series and for the channel, you know, and for my efforts. I definitely appreciate that. Share this video if you think it's going to help out other collectors. And yeah, like always, I hope you got something out of this video. And also, by the way, I know we have a holiday weekend coming up here in the States. Please be safe and be responsible. Look out for yourself and look out for people around you as well. Just be responsible, be safe, you know, be smart about the moves that you make this upcoming holiday. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for checking it out, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.